Good morning, dear movie enthusiasts. Our film today is titled Godzilla King of the Monsters. It tells the story of Godzilla's return to Earth to defend humanity against a legendary monster that threatens to destroy all of mankind. Let's dive into the details. The film starts by explaining that 5 years ago, humans discovered the existence of numerous giant monsters living on our planet in various locations. Due to their immense size and indescribable ferocity, humans dubbed them Titans. To counter the threat posed by the Titans, humans formed a specialized organization to monitor and contain them, as well as to defend humanity from their immense danger. One of their missions was to track down and neutralize the Titans wherever they appeared on Earth. At that time, the organization had a scientist named Emma, who invented a device capable of emitting frequencies that only the Titans could hear on Earth, thanks to her unique research. One day, a massive attack by the Titans occurred, resulting in tremendous destruction on Earth after they heard Emma's device. In the midst of the attack, Emma's son tragically lost his life, leaving only her daughter, Madison, and her grief-stricken husband behind. As days passed, Madison grew up, and during a morning coffee session with her mother, they felt a significant tremor originating from a dig site in China. Madison and Emma hurried to the laboratory, where they discovered a massive hatching egg of a Titan known as Mothra. However, everything was under control due to the elaborate system implemented by the scientists to contain Mothra and prevent its escape. However, a traitor within their ranks managed to breach the system, allowing Mothra to become a threat. Mothra attacked everyone with full force, killing the guards one by one. But Emma activated her frequency device and managed to calm Mothra down. Madison and Emma were in awe of Mothra's presence and approached her. Madison gently placed her hand on Mothra and sensed its benevolence. Suddenly, a terrorist group launched an assault on the entire laboratory. Leading the group was a former military colonel named Jonah. They attacked everyone present, including scientists and guards. Only Madison and Emma remained alive and were kidnapped by Jonah. A significant meeting was held to discuss the gravity of the situation. Dr. Serizawa, along with numerous scientists and officials, gathered at the United Nations headquarters. During the meeting, the organization responsible for the Titans tried to convince the other officials of the importance of their existence on Earth. They argued that the Titans were crucial for maintaining ecological balance and should not be exterminated, as their destruction rejuvenated the environment and allowed coexistence with humans. However, all the officials in the council rejected the idea of having Titans on Earth. At that moment, Dr. Serizawa received an urgent message informing him of the events that took place in the Chinese laboratory. Worried, Dr. Serizawa quickly gathered his team and left the council without uttering a word. The remaining officials remained in shock and bewilderment, unable to comprehend what had just happened. Dr. Serizawa hurriedly went to Mark, who was married to Emma, and asked him to accompany him to find a solution to the dire crisis that had unfolded. However, Mark expressed his deep sadness, refusing to return to the organization that caused his son's death. Dr. Serizawa confronted him, emphasizing that his wife and daughter were in Jonah's captivity, and Jonah intended to use Emma's device for evil purposes. Upon learning the truth, Mark changed his mind and agreed to join Dr. Serizawa to save his wife and daughter from Jonah's dangerous plans. Immediately, Serizawa took Mark, and they quickly departed for their underwater base, where they could analyze the mysterious creature they had encountered. The base was a state-of-the-art facility located deep below the ocean's surface, equipped with advanced technology and scientific instruments specifically designed for studying marine life. As they arrived at the base, the research team sprang into action. Serizawa and Mark joined the group of marine biologists, zoologists, and other experts who had been studying the ocean's ecosystem for years. Together, they sought to unravel the secrets of this enigmatic creature and determine its origin. Inside the lab, the scientists meticulously collected data from their initial encounter. They examined samples of the creature's skin, analyzed its genetic material, and scrutinized the footage they had captured during the encounter. Every detail mattered in their quest to understand this new species. As the hours turned into days, the research team made significant progress. They discovered that the creature possessed an extraordinary ability to withstand immense pressure and extreme temperatures, indicative of an adaptation to its deep-sea habitat. Its bioluminescent patterns and unique anatomy pointed to a previously unknown species, possibly one that had evolved in the deepest and most unexplored parts of the ocean. Simultaneously, the team cross-referenced their findings with existing databases and consulted with renowned marine experts worldwide. However, no match was found for this mysterious creature, leaving them with more questions than answers. They had stumbled upon something truly unprecedented, a discovery that could revolutionize our understanding of the marine world. With each passing day, Serizawa and his team grew more captivated by their research, but they were also aware of the responsibility they held. The potential implications of this discovery were immense. They considered the ecological impact, the necessity of preserving the creature's habitat, and the potential benefits it could offer to science and society. The news of their discovery began to spread, attracting attention from both scientific communities and the general public. Governments, environmental organizations, and researchers from around the world expressed interest in collaborating with Serizawa's team. The underwater base soon became a hub of international cooperation, as experts from various fields united their efforts to study and protect this newfound species. As time went on, Serizawa and Mark became increasingly convinced that this creature was not an anomaly but rather an indicator of the hidden wonders that lay beneath the ocean's surface. They understood that their journey had just begun and that unlocking the secrets of this mysterious creature was just the first step in uncovering the vast mysteries of the deep sea. With renewed determination, Serizawa and his team continued their research, pushing the boundaries of scientific knowledge and venturing into uncharted territories. As they embarked on this thrilling and transformative exploration, they remained committed to preserving the fragile balance of the ocean and ensuring that future generations could marvel at its breathtaking beauty and endless possibilities. And her plan succeeded, but then Emma shut down the device to protect her daughter. Then Ghidorah came back and attacked Mark's plane while he and everyone with him had already surrendered to death. But then the monster appeared, the king of the Titans, the enemy of humans in the past, the one who had decided to help humans against Ghidorah. It was the uncle of Godzilla. Godzilla caught Ghidorah off guard and showed him his place so that he wouldn't attack humans again. He threw him left and right, but then Ghidorah regained his strength and unleashed a powerful blast that hit Godzilla, throwing him to the ground. At that moment, a group from the organization arrived with a large squadron of aircraft and all of them attacked Ghidorah, hitting him with missiles. However, Mark got injured in the massive attack that took place. Before Godzilla could recover and face Ghidorah again, Ghidorah flew up and escaped from Godzilla and all the forces that were occupying the area, as if it were the entire war of humanity. After that, Mark recovered and they returned to the base to try to find a solution to the major shock they had experienced after two Titans decided to fight each other again. Then, after extensive research, they discovered that Jonah was heading to a major base in Mexico. They decided to go to Mexico as well to find a solution to what was happening. After that, they received a video from Emma, and it was a big shock to them because Emma informed them that during all this time, she had been working with Jonah to release all the Titans on Earth. She did this because humans were destroying the world, and numerous studies had shown that the areas attacked by the Titans were capable of restoring their ecosystems. However, Dr. Serizawa confronted her vehemently, expressing his strong disapproval of what she had done, knowing that her actions would result in the deaths of millions of humans. But Emma didn't care and shut him out. After that, Serizawa and his team discovered that Jonah's group was the one hacking into the containment facility to release Mothra. They decided to take various measures and evacuate many areas to protect humanity. Later, Jonah asked Emma to awaken the monster beneath the city of Mexico. However, her daughter Madison tried to convince her not to do it, realizing that it would be madness and would lead to the destruction of humanity. But Emma didn't listen to her and activated her device to awaken the third monster called Rodan. After the device was activated, the Mexican base exploded, and a gigantic monster, Rodan, emerged from beneath it. This caused chaos among the people, and the Serizawa organization sent numerous aircraft to kill the monster. However, Rodan flew up and attacked all the aircraft one after another until he destroyed them. Then Ghidorah appeared and attacked Rodan. Ghidorah managed to defeat Rodan and threw him into the water after a massive battle between them. Then, an official from the army contacted Mark and Serizawa, instructing them to evacuate the area quickly because they were going to hit the monsters with a destructive nuclear missile to eliminate them all. At that moment, Serizawa refused to kill them, but the army was determined to kill them and get rid of them to preserve the world. However, they couldn't finish their conversation because Ghidorah headed towards Mark's plane to attack them. But then Godzilla appeared, confronted Ghidorah, and took him underwater, attacking him with all his might, even managing to sever one of his heads. After that, the army launched the missile, killing all the sea creatures that were within miles in the ocean. However, Ghidorah emerged from the water again without any harm. He let out a deafening roar that sent tremors through the city, shattering windows and causing panic among the remaining citizens. As the colossal creature unfurled its mighty wings, a gust of wind swept through the streets, toppling cars and uprooting trees. Godzilla, sensing the renewed threat, rose from the rubble and locked eyes with Ghidorah. The two Alpha Titans faced off once more, their immense power crackling in the air. With each step, the ground quaked beneath their feet, intensifying the impending clash. As the battle raged on, Godzilla unleashed a devastating blast of atomic breath, engulfing Ghidorah in a torrent of searing blue energy. The force of the attack sent the three-headed monster crashing into skyscrapers, reducing them to rubble. Yet, despite the onslaught, Ghidorah rose again, seemingly unfazed by the tremendous assault. The conflict escalated to catastrophic proportions as the two iconic Kayas traded blows, each unleashing their full might upon the other. Buildings crumbled, and the city became a desolate wasteland under their unstoppable fury. The clash of their colossal forms caused shockwaves that rippled through the earth, reaching far beyond the city limits. Suddenly, a colossal shape emerged from the depths of the ocean, capturing the attention of both monsters. It was Mothra, the ancient guardian of Earth, drawn by the immense disturbance caused by the battle. With graceful wings and luminous scales, Mothra descended upon the chaos, radiating an aura of divine power. Recognizing a common enemy in Ghidorah, Godzilla and Mothra formed an unprecedented alliance. Together, they unleashed a relentless assault on the three-headed menace. Godzilla's atomic breath and Mothra's dazzling energy beams intertwined, enveloping Ghidorah in an overwhelming barrage of destruction. With their combined strength, the titanic duo managed to overpower Ghidorah, weakening his defenses. Sensing his imminent defeat, Ghidorah let out a final defiant screech before retreating into the darkness, disappearing into the night sky. The city was left in ruins, a testament to the colossal battle that had taken place. As the dust settled and the chaos subsided, Godzilla and Mothra stood victorious, their presence instilling a newfound sense of hope in the survivors. With the threat temporarily subdued, they returned to their respective domains, Godzilla retreating into the ocean and Mothra soaring back to her hidden sanctuary. The city would eventually rebuild, its people picking up the pieces and learning to coexist with the remnants of the extraordinary battle that had unfolded before their eyes. But they would always remember the day when two legendary titans united to protect their world from the terrifying force of Ghidorah, a testament to the resilience of humanity and the enduring power of nature's guardians. And at that time, Serizawa decided to volunteer for this suicide mission. He handed his notebook to Mark and bid farewell to his team, embarking on his journey to Godzilla. Meanwhile, the army was fighting against Ghidorah and Rodan, who were wreaking havoc with all their might. Madison was able to go to the stadium and activated her mother's device, calming the monsters down for a while. However, they started moving towards the stadium again. Meanwhile, Serizawa finally reached Godzilla's location and began to descend the bomb. The energy below was immense, and Serizawa couldn't withstand it. He approached Godzilla, bid him farewell, activated the bomb, and it exploded right there. The entire city beneath was destroyed, and Serizawa died. Godzilla, with his immense power, resurfaced with great force and unleashed a powerful beam into the sky as a warning to Ghidorah that he was coming. Then, Godzilla thanked Mark and his team with a glance and continued his journey towards Ghidorah. Mark and his team followed him to assist in the battle against Ghidorah. Afterward, Emma wanted to leave Jonah to search for her daughter, but Jonah's men stopped her. She pointed a weapon at Jonah, and Jonah agreed to let her go because he realized she had nothing left to offer. Then, Ghidorah arrived at the stadium and unleashed a powerful blast to stop the frequencies emanating from the stadium, which Madison had learned. Madison was trapped and tried to escape with the device, but Ghidorah surrounded her from all sides. She threw the device away, and Ghidorah destroyed it before moving towards her to kill her too. But then our monster, the king of the monsters, Godzilla, attacked Ghidorah and unleashed a powerful blue beam on him. Later, Mark and his team arrived to help Godzilla against Ghidorah. However, they discovered that Godzilla's power had become immense and dangerous, and that it would explode within 12 minutes, killing everything around it. Mark and his team quickly searched for their daughter, Madison, but couldn't find her. They only found Emma's destroyed device. Ghidorah attacked Godzilla, but Godzilla struck him with his blue beam and managed to repel him. Then Mothra arrived and weakened Ghidorah, allowing Godzilla to attack him significantly. But then Rodan attacked Mothra, and the fire of all the monsters penetrated everything, causing massive destruction in the city. Later, Emma arrived at Mark's old house with Ghidorah. They all got into a car together to search for Madison. Meanwhile, Madison was running through the streets like a madwoman, unsure of where to go, and decided to go to her old house. Meanwhile, Godzilla had already defeated Ghidorah and was about to finish him off. But Ghidorah spotted a nearby power plant and quickly absorbed all the immense energy from it, increasing his power again and attacking Godzilla. At that moment, Godzilla was extremely weak, and everyone in the field surrendered and took off in their planes before they were killed by Ghidorah. Then Mothra managed to defeat Rodan by hitting him with her wing and finished him off. Emma and Mark arrived at their old house after realizing that Madison might go there. The house was completely destroyed, but they searched every corner until they found her sleeping under the rubble. She was still alive and relieved that they had saved her. Afterward, Ghidorah grabbed Godzilla and flew high into the air. Suddenly, he threw him down, and Godzilla landed on the ground in a devastating state. A massive surge emerged from him, causing a tremendous explosion in the city. Then Godzilla grabbed Ghidorah's final head in his mouth and unleashed a massive beam that completely obliterated Ghidorah's final head, reducing it to ashes. The energy released from the obliterated head dispersed into the atmosphere, crackling with residual power. As the dust settled, Godzilla stood victorious, his burning form radiating with the aftermath of the battle. The city lay in ruins, with skyscrapers toppled and streets shattered under the immense force of the clash. But amidst the destruction, hope flickered. People emerged from their hiding places, their faces filled with awe and gratitude for the mighty monster who had saved them. Godzilla let out a triumphant roar, a testament to his indomitable spirit. However, his victory was not without sacrifice. Godzilla's injuries were severe, and his once majestic form now bore the scars of the battle. His energy surge began to wane, and the Titan, weary from the fight, slowly collapsed to the ground. As the world watched, the fallen king of the monsters breathed heavily, his labored breaths blending with the hushed silence of the city. The humans approached cautiously, overcome by a mix of reverence and concern for the creature that had defended them. Among the gathered crowd, a young scientist stepped forward. With a solemn expression, she reached out to touch Godzilla's massive snout, a gesture of respect and gratitude. She whispered words of gratitude, acknowledging the great sacrifice he had made to protect their world. Deep within the heart of the fallen behemoth, the faintest glimmer of life remained. Godzilla, though weakened, had fulfilled his duty. The world had been saved once again, but this time, the cost was felt by both the monster and the humans who witnessed his epic struggle. And so, the tale of Godzilla's battle against Ghidorah became legend, a testament to the unwavering strength and courage of both monsters and humanity alike. It would be a story passed down through generations, reminding future civilizations of the resilience and power found within the bonds of unity and the willingness to protect what is cherished. As the city began to rebuild and life slowly returned to a semblance of normalcy, the fallen Titan would not be forgotten. The legacy of Godzilla, the king of the monsters, would endure, a symbol of hope in the eternal struggle for balance in a world threatened by both the forces of nature and the hubris of mankind.